Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Old Trafford rising to the occasion as only Old Trafford can. Some terrific scenes at the Stretford end. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. How do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
This guy, De Ligt, is very...
Hits one!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
The Red Devils go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Savio puts it into the middle. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. He's going after it. Goes for goal! And in it goes! And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
United has a pop! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Johnson, who on his last appearance turned the tide with that fabulous solo strike in the first half.
Tottenham Hotspur really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Van der Ven has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Kulusevski. Spurs have played a lot of games just lately. Squad rotation or tinkering start to become prevalent at times like this.
Absolutely. I think nowadays the science that goes on behind the scenes can tell a manager who's in the best shape, so he can use that information now to juggle his squad.
And it's been taken straight back. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And the counter is on. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Odebert. João Palhinha. Solanke. Manchester United contested that thriller-minute draw last time. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the weighted pass. Here it comes. He gets past and goes for goal! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
He's being closely tested here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Odebert. Johnson. Lavia gets it back. Yamal tries to get it forward quickly. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Kulusevski. That is terrific skill. He's dealt with that well. Back in once more. Oh, he's asking too much with that. Savio. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Ngasut ko ya.
Manchester United are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
The Red Devils sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So we're already into the second period. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Romero. Tottenham Hotspur have their manager to thank for the last result.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media, and quite rightly too. I think what he did was clever and decisive, and it just goes to show how tactically astute he is.
Odebert. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zaire Emery. Yamal. Mant. His goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Dembele. João Palhinha. Udogi. Yamal. Cleared without complication. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
He goes long. Nicely measured pass. Solanke! It's a good run, that. Great timing. Johnson. Dembele could cross it here. And he just whacks it away. João Palhinha. Odebert. dashing forward at pace. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's going long. Sadio! And that's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Davis drives it forward. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Maldini goes up and over. Steered forward. And here's Dembele. Lavia cuts it out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Oh, good interception. Romero. Davis. Yamal. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Spurs making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Is there has a hit! And more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Jamaluddin. Septa. Jeleng.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Maldini. Davis to play it forward. Zaire-Emery. Next game for Manchester United, it'll be European group stage action. And of course, they'll be going up against their greatest rivals. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele battles to win it back. Simons. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Good, strong hand by the keeper. He's kept it out just. They've played it short. Davis crosses it. And it's Dembele. Maldini. And that's sprayed out wide. Davis delivers.
Tottenham Hotspur look completely out of sorts when it comes to crucial moments, Peter. They've lost composure and that killer instinct.
Poirot loses his balance and loses the ball. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. And that will be the final act. Manchester United are irresistible here, dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result. Comfortable win.
Newcastle City, Aston Villa, Arsenal. Udah lolos. Ya, Liverpool. Derby, bro. Kandang Liverpool pula. Derby.
Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity, no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two clubs meet. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Everybody knows what this means. Those looks say it all, Jim.
Well, not all of my memories are happy when it comes to derbies, Peter. Physicality, aggression can rouse a feistiness in these contests, and sometimes that can spill over into indisciplined ugliness. The officials need to start strongly and remain in control, but the players have the main responsibility to keep their heads. Not always easy when the stakes are this high.
So it's away we go then. Derby's always an occasion for pride and for passion, and this one no exception. Jones. Gakpo!
Punya langsung shoot ya.
Real chance and a real let-off. Konate. Gakpo. Vitz. Has a goal! A great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Strong punch. That's a good ball. Has a hit! Good challenge, he just stood firm. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Chance to break. McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Liverpool really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Keeper's ball. Liverpool have it back and they can go again. Hoists it forward. McAllister. Gakpo. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mendes is there to heave it away. There are a few waiting for it. Robertson tries to head, chance! Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. And he's there to make a great save.
Gakpo really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
And that has been cleared. Jones. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Now the counter. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constant. It's... Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Plays it out to the wing. Nuno Mendes with the... Up to meet it! It's... And in again! That's a half-decent try. Hurls himself at it! Cleared without complication. Mount. Jones. Konate. McAllister. Jones. McAllister plays it forward. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's played forward. United have the league's best defensive record. Diogo Dalot. McAllister gets it back. And now the breakaway. Forward it goes. Robertson just brushed off the ball there. Could move up a gear here. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Cuts it out. Fitz. He's had that put on a plate. Going for goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Frimpong showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the...
And the whistle goes for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep...
Hits one! McAllister gets up to head it! They've comes comfort. Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two clubs meet. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Unparalleled intensity about this game. We are in for a real battle.
Well, not all of my memories are happy when it comes to derbies, Peter. Physicality, aggression can rouse a feistiness in these contests, and sometimes that can spill over into indisciplined ugliness. The officials need to start strongly and remain in control, but the players have the main responsibility to keep their heads. Not always easy when the stakes are this high.
Gets things running.
Look, this isn't likely to be decided by the best formation or a tactical game plan. When you meet the enemy, it's all about heart and passion and who will...
Gakpo! And the ball's come loose. McAllister. Vitz. Over to the left. It's a great ball. Robertson up to meet it. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Konate. Nuno Mendes. Hit long and direct. And that's a throw. Cristiano Ronaldo. Quick glance and going for goal! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Apaan sih?
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Beautifully done. Nuno Mendes with the cross. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can launch a counter. Veltz hits that long. Well, I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of inflammatory talk leading up to this. There so often is, and it just stokes it. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that has been clubbed away. It's gone for a throw-in. Mount. Played out to the right. Oh, really good feet from him. It's gone out for a throw-in. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Lavia takes the long option. Turns and goes back. Has a hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Jakpo is there to heave it away. The Red Devils have the league's best defensive record. Lavia. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
And it's Salah. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
McAllister with the crossfield ball. Robertson drives it forward. There are a few waiting for it. In once more. McAllister. He's there to receive it. Gets it back. Diogo Dalot. Tries to get it forward quickly. Been repelled. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Hoists it forward. Jones. And it's played forward. Lavia. Nuno Mendes. Mount. Played into space out wide. There's no flag. Ronaldo goes for the cross. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're already into the second period. 0-0 then, and we're back on the way. Back to the keeper and try something new. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt goes looking.
Dalam. Ngalih ning YouTube.
And here's Mohamed Salah. He'll have a go. Good strike, quite an alarm.
Biasa tak ngisi game
Forward
saya.
it goes.
Saiki yo gak apa-apa ngisi game saya.
Cristiano Ronaldo shoots, and he's done it.
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half. Manchester United produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Apa kuwi?
So we have our breakthrough.
Brian terus to pelakune iki.
Yet again of what a threat he carries.
Lah ya tersangkane kok Brian terus.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Floated through.
Sopo iki kok ngonjo terus.
McAllister. Deftly done.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Jones tries to get it forward quickly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Lavia gets it back. Back to the keeper and go again. Konate. McAllister. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Mohamed Salah battles to win it back. Chiesa. Robertson. Played in by... Gets up to head it! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Manchester United can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Two changes being made right now. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah drives it forward. Chiesa.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
De Ligt. Manchester United have made a great start to the second half, and it's 1-0. Kubasi. Chip through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Hoists it forward. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Liverpool need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Salah. Gravenberg. Good clearance and very necessary. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Cross from Robertson.
Liverpool have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on. I think this is going to add an entirely different dimension to their attack now. They've got the physical presence, they've got a real aerial threat, and it looks more promising from here.
The Red Devils just have to run down the clock. Endo. Robertson. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Manchester United made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These
Banyak. Aman. Murah lah gak aman neh. Sakokonone lah. Bis mas, harganya naik mas. Loro. Loh, udah kelar. Melawan apa ini? Manchester City, anjay emang. Beh.
Well, a very, very warm welcome to you on what is, of course, a truly special day in this part of the world. It is Derby Day, a rivalry so deeply entrenched into the history of sport in this land. It divides opinions, it divides families, it divides just about anything that can be divided. The game itself lasts just 90 minutes, but its repercussions can be felt for months and years ahead. So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club football ground in England. Its capacity 75,000 and growing. Everybody knows what this means. Those looks say it all, Jim.
Well, not all of my memories are happy when it comes to derbies, Peter. Physicality, aggression can rouse a feistiness in these contests, and sometimes that can spill over into indisciplined ugliness. The officials need to start strongly and remain in control, but the players have the main responsibility to keep their heads. Not always easy when the stakes are this high.
Aksar ning Andri kapan dulu mikir tukur ke 40.000 nang kok 40.000.
So it's down to business here.
Mik
The curtain goes up on the latest
Sini kono kae lho.
rendition of this
Kan
massively
tuku mic to wonge.
anticipated derby. De Ligt tries to get it forward quickly.
40.000 mik opo ndri aku lho.
Chance! He's getting it all right!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times.
Ya wes no kirimi alamatmu tak kirimne aku. Kameraku enak 4 lho 5 iki aku.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Heeh. Oleh tapi yo mateni nganu, Bu. Mateni soundtrack e wi. Lah iki ning YouTube yo mateni soundtrack e. Apa kuwi hak cipta?
Manchester United go ahead, 1 goal to the good.
STU berarti. STU.
Forward it goes.
U.
Zaha. Zaha plays it in. Mendes attempts a clearance.
Yeah. Nyobes.
Bernardo Silva moving shapes to shoot. A great save, real class.
Ferguson is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Maaf guys. Wis wong njaba wis mulai mlebu iki. Afiliator njaba.
And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's neat. That's a shooting chance! And a second time! And he just whacks it away. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Going through. Zaha.
Manchester City have been the more adventurous for me and productive, and now they have to add that clinical bit.
Get a throw in. Zaire Emery. Mount. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Zaha tries to clear. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. United have been good here at home, undefeated in the last 5. Nicely measured pass. He's got away. And a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. He's gone for it! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
Zaire Emery. Diogo Dalot. The Red Devils are still buoyed by that big derby win last time out. And it's Bernardo Silva. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Nico Gonzalez. Rodri. Rodri gets it out to the wing. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Shot at goal! Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Zirkzee. That's surely a foul, free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Now it's Zaha. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. Zaire Emery. Kumasi hoists it forward. Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Gonzalez. That's the through ball. How about a shot? In with a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
De Ligt. And it's played forward. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Diogo Dalot. Lavia. Kumasi. Forward it goes. Ruben Diaz gets it back. Keeper's ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a very watchable game so far, action at both ends and the teams level. come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. City get the ball rolling for the second period. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Manchester City contested that thriller-minute draw last time. Tries to get it clear. Ronaldo displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Lavia, Mount, Zirkzee, oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ferguson, oh, well played, he saw that coming. Cristiano Ronaldo. De Ligt. Zaire Emery. Lavia plays it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Vardiol. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. Up towards the front line. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Yamal. Zirkzee. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ruben Dias. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Ake tries to get it forward quickly. Yamal, now a chance to break. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nico Gonzalez. Well, Jim, looking at the movement out there, it seems to me there's been a change of plan.
Well, it very much looks like the fullbacks are not pushing up as you would expect in wide areas. They're operating more centrally now and looking for a compactness down the middle to stop counter-attacks.
Zaha crosses. And through to the goalkeeper. And the through ball is intercepted. Zaha. Rodri, already of course on the score sheet. Ake drives it forward. Oh, good take in a good area. Beautifully done. Rodri.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yamal, good challenge, he just stood firm. No complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. And a shot! Mount. Okay, with so much to recommend it, fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It is now or never. Time is against them.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Lavia. De Ligt. Mount.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late.
And that's that. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way. but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. So there it is. What struck you most? Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Crystal Palace have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times you can get stretched. But boy, it can work at one end.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, what can we say about this fella, Yeremy Pino, Peter? I know the Canary Islands have produced some great Spanish talents over the years, but rarely as a player had such a great rise in winning a major European trophy, becoming its youngest ever winner, and earning his first Spanish cap, both achieved within a year of his professional debut. This guy could be quite incredible.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Mano. Savio. Martinez. Savio. Mano. United with the majority of possession so far. It is still early. Mano. Into the box. Richards knocks it away.